In 2057, humans have been mining the moon for resources, but they couldn't colonize it. Miners gotta work for 20 years before they can hop on a shuttle and head to a new planet called Omega. Get ready to embark on an extraordinary adventure with the highly anticipated release of Crater, an out-of-this-world sci-fi masterpiece that will leave you awestruck. Get ready to be transported to a world of wonder and discovery as our protagonist faces unexpected challenges and encounters unimaginable creatures in the depths of the moon's surface. Join us as we witness the bravery and determination of this extraordinary explorer, pushing the boundaries of human exploration in this epic sci-fi odyssey. Brace yourself for an unforgettable cinematic experience that will ignite your imagination and take you on a breathtaking journey beyond the stars. If someone kicks the bucket before their time is up, their family gotta take over and finish their remaining years, plus their own 20 if they're older than 18. Caleb Channing's old man, Michael, bites the dust in a mining accident, and in his will, he says Caleb should go to Omega because he's still a miner. Caleb ain't keen on leaving because his dad gave him a map to a cool crater on the moon that they plan to check out. But he's got only 3 days left before they drag him away. Caleb convinces his buddies, Dylan, Borny, and Marcus, to join him on a rover expedition to the crater. To make it happen, Dylan gets Addison Weaver on board. She's the daughter of the super important scientist from Earth, and she can hook them up with the passcodes to escape the base. Addison agrees to tag along, but on one condition. She ain't gonna miss out on the fun. So the gang of 5 hops into the rover and cruises across the moon's surface before pausing to soak in the epic view. As they journey, each kid starts spilling some juicy details about themselves. Borny's got this neurotic side, and turns out it's all cause his brother fed him some wild stories. Marcus, on the other hand, has a sneaky heart condition that requires him to pop pills regularly. Dylan drops a bombshell too. His old man almost ditched him and his mom, all thanks to his mining gig. While fooling around with oxygen canisters in a wild game of launch, Borny almost takes off into the great void. But thank goodness, the other kids swoop in and save his sorry behind. Gasping for air, they stumble upon an outpost and decide to check it out. Turns out, it's actually a fancy model home from back when people thought they'd live on the moon. Inside, the gang discover a stash of precious oxygen and some grub, so they decide to crash there for the night. To keep things interesting, Addison starts sharing tales about Earth's history and her deep fear of humanity losing it all in the merciless ticking of time. After her folks split up, Addison's mom made the heart-wrenching decision to take her little bro Charlie to Omega, leaving her feeling bummed out. The next day, the gang hops back into the rover, but wouldn't you know it, the thing runs out of juice. Talk about bad luck. Thankfully, quick-thinking Addison hits the emergency call button before they embark on their journey to the crater. Gotta cover all your bases, right? As the kids reach the crater, they're hit with a mind-blowing sight. It's not just any old crater, but a massive glowing cube that serves as the entrance to an underground bunker. Inside, they stumble upon a cool pond and a tree, like a hidden oasis. But hold up. Things get even crazier when they uncover a sneaky button. Turns out, this bunker can simulate the Earth's surface. Talk about next-level technology. Amidst their exploration, Caleb stumbles upon something heart-wrenching, his mother's ashes and a precious photo of his folks. Without skipping a beat, he places his father's ashes alongside his mother's, piecing together a haunting realization. It dawns on him that his old man took his own life so that Caleb could have a shot at Omega. Naturally, Caleb's like, "No way, I'm not bailing." But trusty Dylan steps in and drops some truth bombs. He reminds Caleb that, tough as it may be, he's gotta face the music and make the journey to Omega. It's a tough call, but sometimes you gotta do what's necessary. Out of the blue, Marcus keels over from his bum ticker, and the gang scrambles to get him back to the rover. But guess what? A freaking meteor storm swoops in, raining chaos upon them. Talk about terrible timing. With heroic effort, they haul Marcus back to safety. But poor Dylan takes a nasty knock and passes out during the whole crazy ordeal. To make matters worse, the front window of the rover shatters, leaving them no choice but to keep rocking their spacesuits. In the midst of all this madness, Caleb and Dylan manage to bury the hatchet and find some peace with each other, even as their oxygen levels start running dangerously low. Talk about making amends in the nick of time. Luckily, just when things seem utterly dire, rescuers arrive on the scene to save the day. Phew! When Caleb finally comes to, he's hit with a major bummer. The sneaky buggers already whisked him off to Omega, and he never had a chance to bid farewell to his pals. Talk about devastating. But hold up. He's handed the fancy recording device that spills the beans. Turns out, his buddies are all alive and kicking. Plus, they managed to send Caleb a message every year during his long 75-year journey to Omega. Now that's what you call commitment. So, here's the scoop. Marcus, the dude with the heart thingy, actually started a rad baseball team. Who would have thought? And as for Addison, she took matters into her own hands and launched a full-on strike to score better contracts for those hard-working miners. But guess what? They totally nailed it, with Borney becoming the head honcho in charge. Way to go, team. Guess what? Dylan and Addison took their epic friendship to the next level and tied the knot. They even popped out a bunch of cute kiddos and eventually became proud grandparents. Talk about a love story that spans generations. Meanwhile, Caleb bumps into his long-lost pal, Charlie, and you can bet they had some wild tales to swap. They must have shared stories that would make your head spin, reminiscing about their lunar escapades and all the adventures they've had along the way. Ah, the power of friendship and memories. We hope you were captivated by the breathtaking journey of Crater with us, as we explored the wonders of an otherworldly adventure. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share the mesmerizing experience with your fellow sci-fi enthusiasts. Let them immerse themselves in the awe-inspiring world of lunar exploration. Thanks for joining us on this extraordinary ride, and remember to always keep your curiosity alive. Who knows what incredible discoveries await you in the universe? Until next time, fellow adventurers, keep reaching for the stars.